Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chaos Control Media, and today we're going to work on a chatbot. Now, what is a chatbot? It's an AI or a program designed to simulate human conversation. Think Siri or Alexa, how you can ask them a question and it seems like they're responding in real time. Another example would be a companion in a video game, like say you name your character XYZ and they say, "Hey XYZ, it's great to meet you." That's another example. And so today we're going to be building one of those. First off, as I've mentioned before, if you see my video on Intro to Scratch, we will start off with an event block. So I'll go here and I'll just go with when this sprite clicked. Then next up, I'll go to sensing. And here's where we'll ask a question. Let me just zoom in a bit. So this is fine. What's your name? I mean, that's a good first question to ask, right? So next up, we'll go into our variable section. And we're going to create a variable for our name now so we can check it against something. So I'll go over here to make a variable and I'll just go chaos. Let me just fix that. Next up, we need to set our name variable to the answer so that the program knows that our answer is the variable. So next up, we're going to grab set chaos to, and we're going to go to our sensing and grab our answer. And before I move forward, let's just make things a little bit more interesting. Sometimes I just like to get into the logic and not waste too much time on the design, but nobody wants to look at a white screen, right? Next up, we're going to go to our looks and we need to join two things together. So if we go to looks, then we grab our say, and we want this to be just for a short time, so we'll just grab it for 2 seconds. And then I'll go to operators. Now there's two different things I want to join together, so I'm gonna put this in here, our first bubble. This will be the greeting, so I'll say hey, and now we'll grab our name variable, whatever you named your variable, and we'll just put this in here. So now let's test the program. So if I click, say what's your name, say chaos, says hey chaos. Now I actually made a mistake that's pretty common. So with computers you have to be very specific. So if you'll see, I'll just show you guys once again. I say I put C, it says hey C. There's no gap. So what I need to do is actually create this gap by clicking over here and just pressing space like that. So now when I run the program, or when I click on the sprite, I press C, and there you go. Now it looks more natural. So now we have our character ask another question. So I'll go to sensing, and I'll grab ask. Put this here. And at this point, you can have it ask whatever question you want. In my case, I just played the new Super Mario Brothers Wonder game, so I'll have it ask, have you played the new Mario Wonder game? And wait. So at this point, we need to have the program make a decision based on your answer. So whenever you hear me talk about making decisions, we go to our control section. So we grab our if then else. Put this here. Now we check it. We go to our operators and we want to check if two things are equal. So I'll grab this equals block. So our first thing we want to check is the answer. Whatever the answer is to the previous question. To keep it simple, let's put yeah. You could put yes or why, whatever you'd like. Just whatever makes the most sense to you. So we're gonna do what we did before and go to looks and grab our say once again. Go to operators. And once again, we want to join two things together. In this case, you have to really think about how you want to form a sentence. So in my case, I'm gonna put the name here, and then instead of banana, I'm gonna put this is one of the best Mario games ever. And now we need something for the else. So if they say anything else but yes, then we need to basically repeat this step, but for whatever makes sense to you. So I'm actually going to do something to save a little bit of time. I'm going to grab this block, I'm going to take it out, and what you can do is basically copy and paste this block. If you're on Windows, you hold down Control and you press C and you press V. So now I have two of these because this is a similar step. So I'm just going to put this in here. And now I'm going to put something that makes logical sense for the other conditions. So I'll put you've got to play this game. Now I'm going to put a space here so we don't run into that problem we ran into last time. And now let's run our program and see where we're at. So click on the cat. What's your name? Let's put X. Hey X. Have you played the new Super Mario Brothers Wonder game? Yeah. X. This is one of the best Mario games ever. So we're making good progress so far. Let me just add one thing real quick. So it makes sense to have a comma. So next up, I'll have the chatbot ask, "What's your favorite subject in school?" All right. Once again, the computer needs to make a decision. So we go to our control section and we're going to grab an if then else block once again. Let's check for an answer. Let's go to operators. Let's grab this and let's put this right in here. So let's say the answer was coding. So sensing, we're going to grab our answer bubble and I'm going to type coding in here. Once again, you don't have to follow my example completely, but feel free to if you want to. We're going to go to our looks section, grab our say block, and we're going to join two things together. Put this in here. Once again, grab our answer. And for coding, let's put coding is really fun. we're actually going to go to control and grab another if then block. And we're going to put this in here. So we're going to check for another answer. So let's go to our operators and grab the equals. And we go to our sensing. Now, in my case, I'll put another subject. In this case, I'll put math. So if answer equals math, I'll have it say another unique message. So I'll go to looks. We grab our say. Once again, since this step is pretty similar to the other one, I'll do Control C and Control V. I'll put this back and I'll put this here. And in this case, I'll put math and coding are closely related. Make sure you practice math every day. We're actually going to create another condition. So this will basically be for if the answer is not math or coding, if it's anything else, basically. So once again, I'm going to Control C, Control V to duplicate this, and I'm going to put this here. Now I'll put this one in between the end of our first else and the end of this one right here. So once again, this will be for if the answer is not math or coding, but anything else. So I'll put is an interesting subject. I hope you do well in it. I think we got a pretty good chatbot so far. So we're going to end it with one more ending message. So we go to looks and we grab our say. And I'll just put subscribe to Chaos Control Media for more awesome tutorials. All right. So this concludes our program. All right. So just a couple more finishing touches. So for one, I'm actually going to have this display for 6 seconds, just to give the user enough time to read it. And I will do the same for all of these. So put 5 seconds here, 6 seconds. Let's put 4 seconds here. Let's put 3 here. Let's put 3 here. Whatever makes the most sense given your message. So one last thing is, you see how it says chaos X up here? So it's displaying the variable name. So in this case, we just need to worry about talking to our character. So let's just turn this off. Oh, and also let me just fix this down here. Oh, and one more thing. Let's go up here and actually title our project so we can find it in the future. So in this case, I'll just call it Chatbot. And I'll press this share button. And now I can share this with other people. And I can have someone else remix it, which means to take a version of your project for themselves. So we just press C inside, we go back inside. All right. And with that said, let's test our program. What's your name? Chaos. Hey, Chaos. Have you played the new Mario Brothers Wonder game? Now, in my case, I have to put yeah, because that's what I specified. Chaos, this is one of the best Mario games ever. What's your favorite subject in school? I'll put coding. Coding is really fun. I love making programs. Subscribe to Chaos Control Media for more awesome tutorials. Well, hey, he said it, not me. If you want more awesome content, including tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe to Chaos Control Media. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until the next one, accept the darkness.